is Katie and I'm a naturalist at the outdoor campus in Rapid City with South Dakota Game Fish and Parks. And in today's video, I'm going to talk a bit about how to make your own dough bait. So this recipe is super simple. It's kind of like the basic one that I know of. Of course, you can add different ingredients and variations to play around with it, depending on what the fish are biting on. Or what fish you're targeting, but this is just kind of the basic simple recipe that I know of, and it's really nice because this pretty much uses ingredients that you likely already have in your kitchen, and this is also a really good activity to do with your kids, so you can have them be a part of the process of making the dough bait, and then you can use that dough bait to then of course take them fishing. So let's get to it.
So the first step is to add 1 cup of flour into a large mixing bowl, and then add 1 cup of cornmeal, followed by 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and it has to be garlic powder and not garlic salt. This is what's going to give the dough a scent for the fish to smell. Then you're going to mix that thoroughly all together. And then the next step will be to add in 3/4 cup of water, and you're going to add this water in gradually. So once you have made your dough mixture, you are going to take small pieces and roll them into little balls. And you can make these into various sizes depending on what fish you're trying to catch. Generally trout or panfish will take smaller pieces and catfish will take larger ones. But this dough is really pliable. It's like Play-Doh, so you can really tear off any size piece you want when it's finished and put however much you want of it on your hook. Once you have all of your dough rolled out, you're going to add 1 cup of molasses into 1 cup of water in a saucepan on your stovetop, and then you're going to mix the water and molasses together and bring it to a low boil or a simmer. So you don't want a roaring boil, you just want it to lightly simmer. Then you're going to take your rolled dough and place it into the water and molasses mixture, and you're going to leave it in for roughly 2 to 3 minutes. And while it's in there, make sure that you stir ever so often so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Then after 2 to 3 minutes, you can strain out your balls of dough and place them on a plate lined with a paper towel. Now, I mentioned earlier in the video that this is just the basic recipe to make a dough bait, but that you can also play around and add different ingredients to it. And some ingredients that myself or people that I know have added in the past are oyster sauce and peanut butter. You can also add cheese, goldfish flakes, a cherry Jell-O packet, and even sardine oil. So really anything that has a strong sense of smell to it. This clip is really just to show you the difference of the dough before and after you boil it. You can see that the dough that isn't boiled is much more stretchy and it seems to fall apart a lot easier. And then the dough that has been boiled in the molasses is much more likely to stick together even after you pull it apart, which allows you to shape it however you want on your hook.
So once you've finished boiling all of your dough and you've let it cool, you can store it in a plastic Ziploc bag or container, and then put it in the fridge for a couple weeks or however long it takes you to use them. They should last for about a month. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching.